All right, how's everyone doing? Beautiful Sunday afternoon. I am up here in Connecticut. Was visiting some friends that I was in the Marine Corps with to celebrate the Marine Corps birthday. And I always try to get a hike in up here while I'm here, since I don't get up here that often. Today I am on the Zoar Trail, Z-O-A-R, and I have no idea how to pronounce this, Paugussett State Park. It's nice. This first part is pretty challenging, up and down the hills along a river, dammed up river, and it's great. There are tons of cool rock formations like that one you see behind me, and rock walls, and pretty impressive kind of bedrock outcroppings and things. And so I'm going to be out here. This loop is, I think, 6.4 miles. So we'll be out here for a good 2 hours this afternoon before I head back home. And hoping everyone else is getting to get out and enjoy the day. All right, I will talk to you later. Here we come up to what looks like an old road. So here you can see where the road cut goes down, and they have made it a connector trail, but we're not doing any of the connector trails. But it looks like we're turning up this trail, staying on the Zoar Trail. But again, you can see the wideness, that this was most likely an old road, and it actually looks like the road split here, went over and down the hill there, but it also went down this way. It's flat. It's about 1.5 car lengths wide. Very interesting. I wonder if it was logging originally many years ago, back in the 19th century, that made this road, or whether there was a possibility that there were actually homesteads out this way and in these woods, which a lot of the old New England and original 13 states, they have a lot of that back in the middle of the woods. So you can see that this road went up that way. There's also an element that seems to go out this way, but this is more rugged and looks like an intermittent stream might have created this. But very interesting, very neat. Love the history in this part of the country. Here we go with another established trail. You can see the rock retaining wall that was built to keep this road or cart path, former road or cart path, to keep it from washing away. And going uphill here, and you can see beautiful late fall in the woods, in the deciduous forests of New England. Blue blaze, we're on the right path. All right. A few steps of rock. Whew. Oh, we're getting to the top of the ridge line. You can't really see that in here, but I'll try to zoom in on is down here through the trees. There's the lake, the dammed creek. It's pretty much, you can only see it through those trees. But so let's see if we can get a little better view, as long as I don't fall down while I'm walking and looking in that. So there you see that river. Haha, got a little nervous there. That river, big creek, whatever it is on my left. So I should be traveling generally northbound, which should put the river, the big river, on my right. So here's the map. Shoot, I can't do this without turning my... Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this back around. Okay, so here's the map, and down here is where the parking lot was that we started. We're going clockwise, so we're going out this way. Well, you can see that that big reservoir river should be to my right, and I was seeing this to my left, and then I pulled out my compass and I'm going generally in a southerly direction. That tells me I must be right down here where this turns south, and you can see that there's a river there that is to the left of the trail. So this must be what I'm seeing right now, and I'm probably about to do a sharp U-turn there at that U, and then begin traveling back north. All right, we are now headed down to the river reservoir, whatever they call it. I believe that's what it is. It is a reservoir, but it is a dammed river. So just fairly steep trail. Hike has been really nice. And out here in the middle of this forest, no sounds of civilization, hardly any sounds of civilization. Pretty much from nearly every place I've been on this trail, you haven't been able to see any houses or anything, so you really feel like you're in a remote area. Just a beautiful place. And there, through the woods, down through the woods, it's hard to see, is the river down there. All right. So that's where we're headed. And then we're going to be on a fairly straight shot along the river back to the parking area. Still, though, a little over 2 miles. Finally down, just turn the corner of the stretch that's along the river. So there is the river through the woods. And we're going to be following that pretty much all the way back, a little over 2 miles to the parking lot, and we'll be done. Didn't even know this waterfall was here. It's a little bit off the trail, but this is the that log water crossing that we just did, and you can't really see it in the video here, but this is actually a long, steep drop off. I mean, it goes in steps, so no waterfall portion is more than 10 feet high, but there are several of them as it goes down the hill and down into the river. But very cool. So this is only about halfway down from where I was standing at the top before, and it's actually a lot bigger from down here. It's probably a 30-foot waterfall, that section, but then it goes through these rocks and over this rock right here, and then goes down another 40 feet to the water. But not 40 feet of waterfall, just 40 feet of meandering through the stones. But beautiful. That's what happens when you don't crouch down far enough and your pack gets caught on the log you're trying to go under. This is now in the last mile of this hike. And look at that maple with the yellow leaves, bright yellow. Beautiful. We are still along the river, but there just happened to be this finger that came and separated from where we were at the waterfall, or where I was at the waterfall, the Royal Wee, and it just popped up out of nowhere. And now we're making our way back towards the river, which you can just see. I can see it really well, but in the video you can just see it there. And there it is over there. And here we go. Going around. On the right track. Might get some good river views up here. Alright, here we go. Look down here. On the other side is an area of sheer rock cliffs that come down right into the water. It's hard to see, but that's what that is over there. It's pretty wild. Okay, now this is cool. There's a big fire pit down here, and it is literally 15 feet from the water's edge. So it's like a kayaking or canoeing campsite here, and it's beautiful. And this is the wind coming across, howling across the water. It's actually quite a bit chilly here. So we're gonna get on the rest of this hike along the water and finishing up so we can go get that beer that you can hear out there in the distance calling my name. This trail has had some very technical portions to it, but right here we're right on the water, and we're also right on a hillside, and it's all stones and roots, rocks, boulders, and everything. Trail markers, so we know we're going the right way. But holy crap, that's a hell of a fun way to end this. So about a half mile to go or so, and we'll be done. Well, of course it would be this way. It's a long uphill to the top of this finger, which is, I believe, where the parking lot is. A lot of times with trail running and things, I'll plan to end with an uphill, but that wasn't the plan specifically this time. It's just the way it happened to turn out. So here we get a good climb to add last bits of elevation, and then get back in the car and relax. Here we go. And we are back. Oh. Whew. Definitely was longer than expected. Now granted, I did a couple of offshoots, but this turned out to be about 7, and the trail information actually puts it, says it's 6.4, so expect to be out here. If you come out here, here we are back home. Expect to be out here longer than you expect, and for a longer distance than you expect. All right.